Skinny girls weak, them hoes don't compare. Junk in the trunk looking like 2 pairs. Woo, got me hotter than a sauna. Ass so fat, make me wanna thank your mama. Ass so fat, I think I need a lap dance. Ass so fat, about to pop out of them pants.
What's up, you guys? So I'm back today with another video. So today I'm showing you guys how to make my classic pot roast. It's so good, y'all.
And I made a picture of bear. Did it look cool?
What's up, you guys? So I'm back today with another video. So today I'm showing you guys how to make my classic beef pot roast. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. So you guys, today's video is sponsored by ButcherBox. They were nice enough to send me 2 boxes full of meat, and I just had to do a recipe with, you know, one of the things that they sent me. So they had sent me some pot roast. They sent me some ground beef, some chicken, some pork, like some pork chops, and y'all, I had to make something, so I figured I will make you guys my pot roast because it is so good, y'all, and y'all gonna love it. It's like a classic recipe, and it's super easy to follow, and you guys definitely should try it out. Of course, you guys should check out ButcherBox. They send you everything. It's like frozen solid, and it's very convenient, and the quality of meat that's inside is A1. Everything is organic, grass-fed, and super high quality. And the meat that they send you, the portions are huge. Like, these pieces of meat that I'm cooking, that I'm about to cook, are so big, and it's so bomb. So if you want to see how I make my classic pot roast, stay tuned. So you guys, here is my butcher box. I got both boxes. They came to my door, and the crazy thing about it was that they came when I was out, and when I got home, like actually hours later, they were there, and everything was still super frozen solid, even though it had been sitting outside my door for like 3 hours. The thing with their boxes are that they're able to like stand out for like at least 8 hours, and your meat will still be super frozen solid still, because my box stood outside for like at least 3 to 4 hours, and my meat, as you can see, was frozen solid. It comes super insulated and packed in dry ice, and yeah, I see it. This meat is still frozen solid after being out for all that time without refrigeration, you know, and with it, of course, being shipped and all that, frozen solid. So they gave me some pork. They gave me 2 big old roasts. They gave me some chicken breasts, some ground beef, and everything was super high quality, grass fed, the best of meat, and it all came straight to my door. You guys can order yours online, and they actually have more stuff now that I want to try. Like, they have like a bacon and these scallops and other things that I really want to try. So you can see here all the stuff they sent me, and it just looks so, look at that roast right there, y'all. Oh my gosh, that is one of the roasts that I'm going to cook today. And yeah, y'all see all the stuff that came in a box, and everything is packaged super well, and it's a super great service. So I wound up defrosting some of the grass-fed ground beef, and I made some burgers with it, and the burgers came out so good. And yeah, super flavorful. So right here, I'm still showing you the stuff that came inside my box. As you can see, the portions are huge, and they're, you know, portioned out so that you could like cut the seam. They're vacuum sealed. You don't have to open the whole thing and then put it in separate Ziploc bags. So you could just, you know, detach one part, cook one part, or if you're making a bigger portion, you could go ahead and, you know, make it all. you know, it's just me and Ronnie, so I just used 1 pack of the ground beef, and I made some burgers with it. But look at that pork. Everything's gonna be good. I have some ideas of what I'm gonna make with it, but right here I'm just packing everything back into the box until I can put it in the freezer. And as you can see, at this point is the meat has been like in the box and out and at my place for like at least 6-7 hours, not even gonna lie, keeping it real. That's the second box right there. The same things were in the second box as the first one, so I have like double the meat, and I'm actually going to probably give my sister some of that meat. But as you can see, the second box is packed in dry ice too. Yours is going to come packed in dry ice too. It's frozen solid as well. You can see that steam coming out because it's super cold. Like that is like just like a portable freezer there, really. So the second box is exactly like the same. It came packaged well. Everything was frozen good, and yeah. I'm pretty much just showing you here that it's the same exact thing and as the first box. So yeah, like I said, I made some burgers. Yeah, my burgers was good. They was so juicy and so flavorful. So that right there was 1 pack of burgers, and I wound up making like about 5 burgers out of one of those packs. And as you can see, those are some nice healthy burgers, and they came out so juicy. Look at me right here, I'm showing y'all how juicy that burger came out. But now let's get on to this video of this pot roast, y'all. It is good. So you guys, today we're gonna work on these bottom round pot roasts that we got from out the butcher box. It's all grass-fed beef, and look at how beautiful and thick these are. Look at that one. Look at this one. That is absolutely beautiful. They're both the same size. They're just cut different. The dimensions are different, but they're both the same size. So I'm going to go ahead, take these out the packages, and rinse them off in some cold water. And I'll be back. Yeah, could you imagine a steak like this? Like, what? Do you see that? Could you imagine this coming to your table? I don't think you guys could even really comprehend how big and thick these are. Look at that. Okay, you guys, so I have these 2 roasts nice and rinsed off of cold water. I'm going to go ahead and take a clean paper towel and just pat them dry. You just want these dry. For a good sear, you don't want your meat really wet. So we're going to go ahead and pat both sides dry. Okay, so that looks good. Now we're going to generously sprinkle these with some salt.
Okay, Salt Bay.
Next, I'm gonna add some Tony Chachere's. Normally, I will put some coarse black pepper, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna use this Tony Chachere's as like my pepper. So now I'm gonna put some adobo.
Come on, Salt Bay, you gotta sprinkle it.
Now I'm gonna put some adobo with pepper.
Adobo makes everything taste better.
Try to get all sides.
Look at that fat.
It's gonna caramelize good. So this adobo has pepper in it.
Oh God.
I know
My nose.
the Tony Chachere's every time. So this adobo has pepper in it. Now we're gonna add some sazon. Go ahead and rub it. Rub it.
Rub it, rub it, rub it. Knock it down. Oh no. She likes to do the laughing. I bet you don't remember what song that was.
No.
You really don't?
Heck no.
Bell Biv DeVoe, Poison.
Oh. Okay. Alright. So our meat is all nice and seasoned well. Look at that. I seasoned every side. Look at that. Look at that fat cap. That's going to be so good. Look at that. So we're going to go ahead. My pan has been heating up. We're going to go ahead and lay these into the pan. And we're not going to touch it for a few minutes just to give it a nice caramelization. Let's see if we get that sizzle. Yes.
I see the meat shrinking.
Yes. So I'm not going to touch this. I'll be back. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. Let's see what we're working with. Okay. Okay, pot roast come through. Look at that. Do this one. Ooh. And we're gonna brown every side, especially that fat side. Ooh. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. Let's see what we're working with. Yes, I see that. That's what you want to see. Now I'm gonna turn this one on the side. I just really wanted to see what that fat cap was looking like. Now I'm gonna turn this one on the side, the fat cap. Let's see what the other side is looking like. Yes, that is good. So I have this one now, fat side down. And we're just going to sear this all around.
From the outside.
Okay, you guys, so I have browned and seared every side. Next to the pan, we're going to add some sweet cream, salted butter. Let that melt. Damn. This is going to be bomb, y'all. Now we're going to add some fresh rosemary. Some fresh thyme. Yum. And then we're going to go ahead and let this butter melt down some. And then we're going to base the roast in this herb butter. Okay, you guys, so I have this basting in the herb butter. I turned the fire down. It's like almost off. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice up some red onion. So turn this off. Let me slice this up real quick. Okay, so this is looking good. My onions are nice and sliced. I'm gonna go ahead and take these roasts out and put them in this foil pan here. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the onions here. Yum. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Whew. Okay, so this looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer these onions into this pan, and I'm using a slotted spoon because I'm gonna leave the, the butter, the fat in the pan. We're gonna use that later. So, I'm gonna put this in here. Drain it. Okay, so we got all the onions and the herbs here in the pan. Here we have that super flavorful butter, grease, whatever you want to call it. We're going to use that later, so don't throw it away. So, look how beautiful that looks. So next I'm going to add about 2 cups of beef broth. This is just going to like steam it while it's in the oven. On the side. So next I'm going to wrap this super tight with tin foil. The oven is at 375. See how much liquid's in the pan? It's not like submerged. Perfect amount to steam it while it's cooking, because of course the meat's gonna make its own liquid. So yeah, let's cover this tight with tin foil, stick it in the oven. So I have this tightly closed with tin foil. Make sure no steam could release. You don't want to peek. You want to let this bake at 375 for like at least an hour and a half before you look at it. So make sure it's nice and tightly closed. Don't peek for at least an hour and a half. So it's going in the oven.
All right, baby.
What?
Ooh.
Chop chop. Hey chop chop. What's up, chop chop? What's up, chop chop? Wow.
Get Auntie Ashley tissues from the floor. She always leaves her makeup tissue laying around everywhere.
So you guys, it's not ready yet. I want it to fall apart. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it, and turn the other one. Cover it back up, and just let it get more tender. It's gonna be so good when it's done.
Ooh.
So you guys, over here I have the pan with that butter and the, you know, season all of that flavor where we had browned the meat in. I have that heating back up, and we're gonna go ahead and make our gravy. So to this, I'm going to add some flour. You want to put about equal amounts of, you know, fat to flour. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some. That looks good. We're gonna go ahead, mix this flour into the oil, and you know, cook it a little bit so you don't get that flour taste. That's actually the perfect amount of flour I added. Look at that. I'm like a pro. I did that all eyeballing. See how it's like mixing and see it bubbling? Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and stir this, cook it down, and get a little bit of color on our flour. Okay, so that is looking pretty good. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add some beef broth. That was about, I'd say about a cup and a half. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up. Go ahead and mix this up. And we're gonna stir this until that gravy forms. Yum. So I just added another cup of beef broth. I'm gonna go ahead and stir this until it comes together. Some nice homemade gravy. Look at that color. Beautiful, right? So you guys, our gravy is looking good. I tasted a little bit on a spoon, and it needs a little bit of seasoning, like just a little bit, because you guys know it has seasoning already from the meat and all the little bits that was stuck to the bottom. So I just added a little bit of adobo. You guys seen it just a little bit. So this is looking good. Look at that nice, rich, homemade beef gravy. Look at that. See the consistency is thickening up. It's thickening up. Bomb. 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 I see the consistency is thickening up. Bomb. Totally from scratch. It's gonna be so good on that pot roast. So you guys, this is looking perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the fire off. I have my mashed potatoes right here. These are mashed red potatoes. I have some veggies roasting in the oven. So yeah, it's almost there. We almost there. Ooh, look at that consistency. So good. Look at that. We made that from scratch. You see that? Coats the spoon. So you guys, our pot roast is done. And ooh, it looks so tender. Look at this. What? You see that? See it just falling apart? Oh, it's so tender. Thank you, Butcher Box. So tender. I'm gonna slice this up some, and I'll be right back. Wow.
In progress, good things go slow. I'm no saint, I fall and you pick me up again. You got your habits, got them too. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you. Sinking in and I guess I kinda like that. For the first time you really got my back. Got your habits, got them too. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you. Lose them with you, lose them with you. Just feel like maybe I could lose them with you.
How is it, Mama?
Good.
Thank you. So you guys, that was my classic pot roast recipe. Be sure to try my recipe out. When you do, tag me on Instagram, Snapchat, wherever. Make sure I see it. I love when you guys try my recipes. It's the bomb and it makes me so happy. Be sure to try out ButcherBox. Of course, I'll be leaving a link to their service in the description box below. And that was my video. Don't forget to do you, boo. I'll see you guys in the next video.
You know I got that act right. Let me home by 3. That put you straight to sleep.
Is that right?
You know